Do I need a lawyer for my mediation? Hi, I'm Bill Farias, founder of Farias Family Law, and this is a question that came up last month. This woman signed up with us and she had a mediation session scheduled, and her question was, is it worth investing in an attorney to guide me through my mediation? I feel like I could do this on my own, but I'm not sure if it would be safer to just have someone by my side and guiding me throughout. So the answer to this question is that it depends on the stakes. And you're looking at the finances, so what's on the line in terms of assets, and support. Do you have an alimony or child support issue that needs to be sorted out? And connected to that, do you have children? And will there be a custody issue, parenting plan issue? So the more that you have at stake in those categories, the more sense it makes to, at the very least, meet with an attorney to talk about what you should expect going in and how you should approach the mediation. Because the important thing to remember is that a mediator is not looking out for your interest. And that's not disparaging mediation. I think mediation is great, and I think it works well in many circumstances, especially where you have two relatively cooperative people who are willing to make concessions and be reasonable. Mediation works really well. But the problem is the mediator is not looking out for your interest. So the risks in heading to a mediation on your own without advice and guidance are the following. Number one, if you do not present your position persuasively, you risk the mediator making a recommendation that is not in your best interest. So what is the problem with that? The problem with that is that if the mediator recommends something that is advantageous to your spouse or benefits your spouse, it will now be difficult to contest that issue because your spouse already heard from somebody that he or she should get that. So it's going to be very difficult to undo that, even if the mediator was wrong. And a mediator could be wrong if you just didn't present your side effectively. So that's risk number one, is if you don't do it the right way, you get a bad recommendation. And although mediation is not binding, so technically neither party has to cooperate with what a mediator recommends, what happens is you dig yourself a hole because the other side now says, I'm entitled to that and I'm not going to give it up. The second risk connected to that is that you risk making concessions that you should not make. And this has happened a number of times to clients of mine where they've gone into the mediation and for some reason they have committed to giving something up or doing something, and when the session is over, they rethink it. And after talking to us, realize that it is not in their best interest. And it's the same problem as the first scenario where you get a bad recommendation. But here, once you concede something or you tell the other side that you're willing to give something up, good luck now trying to retract that. Often what happens is if you're trying to retract it, it's going to cause chaos. The other person will not want to give that up. They'll feel like they already have it, so they don't want to give it up, and it's going to make the case more difficult to resolve. So those are the two main pitfalls, and I would say when analyzing whether to invest in an attorney, you take a look at what's at stake. If there's a decent amount of money at stake financially, whether it's assets, potential support, or with the arrangement with respect to your children, then you want to invest in getting some advice going into a mediation, and depending on the circumstances, getting some guidance throughout the mediation. So if you have any other questions on this, you can call us at 508-675-0464. You can email us at info@fariasfamilylaw.com. If you found this video helpful, you can subscribe to our channel and share it with anyone you think might benefit from it. You can find us on Facebook at Farias Family Law and on Instagram at Farias Family Law. Thank you. Have a good day.